Welcome back. WNST, Towson, Baltimore, and WNST.net. We're live on Radio Row. All of our Super Bowl 53 coverage brought to you by our friends at Strategic Factory, creating your masterpiece. Go out to strategicfactory.com. They're in Owings Mills, but they service hats like this, jackets like this, cups like that all around the world. Luke Jones is also riding shotgun here, and I got a guy – Alabama, and, I would do the Crimson Tide and all that stuff, but certainly with Mike Loxley coming to Maryland, a guy you know well, you're here on behalf of X-Tech Shoulder Pads. Josh Jacobs joining us here. Crimson Tide, man. I mean, short drive over here past a lot of barbecue stands to get to Atlanta, man. What's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent, man. Well, a couple weeks off, and now you're on the pathway to Indianapolis and Combines.
Yeah.
This is the season where everybody's got advice for you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, what's it going to be next 3 months here? You got it all laid out?
Not really. I'm just focused on training right now, honestly.
What's the day look like for you?
Well, I wake up at 6:30, eat breakfast.
What's breakfast for you? Let's compare your breakfast to mine. Let's start with
my
this.
breakfast is light.
Luke had a donut.
I'm not a big breakfast guy. So, I eat, some eggs and a couple of sausages, and that'll be it. And then
no fruit?
Oh, yeah, fruit. Always
no
fruit.
whole grains?
Not really.
No, see, I'm in the South, man. I get grits in the morning when I'm here.
Yeah, see, but that's not really good when you want to train.
Oh, I understand, man. I mean, you're over. I mean, you run a tight ship over there at Crimson Tide, man.
Exactly. I mean, I'm training at IMG right now. So
I figured Nick was measuring your food for you over there and making sure everything was on the up and up.
Nah, see, what people don't understand, we ate great. We ate great. I mean, they had everything. I mean, from burgers to fries to steaks to everything. So.
Well, they got to fatten you guys up, played at the level you played at.
Definitely.
Luke wants to talk some college football with you.
Josh Jacobs from Alabama. I'm looking at one of the many mock drafts that are out there, and one of the first ones I pull up has you going 22nd overall to the Baltimore Ravens. Now, clearly, Ozzie Newsome, now former general manager of the Ravens, but C.J. Mosley, Marlon Humphrey, who you played with.
A lot of great guys.
Some thoughts about just this draft process and the potential of going somewhere like the Ravens where they like Alabama guys there.
They definitely do. I mean, that'll be a huge honor and a blessing in itself. And not only that, just being with people that I know and then being around that Bama family that we have, it would be great.
I know all about the Bama family. I've seen CJ's hair. Every time we walk in there, I see the hair. I'm like, you left college a couple years ago. Man, I'm Crimson Tide all the way.
Crimson Tide,
I mean, that's gone through our organization from the beginning. So, I mean, we're used to that. But I think Nick prepares you guys for this, right? I mean, literally. I mean, just the fact that you're over here today, not everybody gets that opportunity to come and do Radio Row at the Super Bowl and sort of feel it a little bit, right?
Exactly. I mean, he pays attention to every detail and to the littlest things, the things that most people think would be unnecessary or anything like that. He pays attention to everything.
Give me one thing that shocked you.
How he always talks about football. It's always on his mind. He could be walking down the hall and walk by you, don't even say nothing, and then turn around 3 steps later and be like, oh, you remember this, or you need to do this, just tips and stuff like that. He's always focused on football.
Now, I know Coach Loxley. I actually swabbed him for the Bone Marrow Registry when he was at Maryland before. He's coming back. Some thoughts about Coach Loxley. I mean,
man, that's my dog. I actually talk to him every other day, so that's huge. I mean, he's just the type of man he is, just being there for me when I went through hard times and stuff like that, just being able to talk to him and looking up to him, and with the loss of his son, and just being there it feels like a family, me with him, and I mean, he's going to do great at that program.
Happy that he.
No, definitely.
I mean, the Alabama people always want to keep your own people, but I know when we had the tragedy we had in Maryland, to find a guy that loves the Terps, a guy that's coming back. I mean, right away, from a player's perspective, we could see it jump off your eyes, right?
I mean, because he's going to do great. I mean, he's just going to bring that enthusiasm and just he always wanted to be there. So it's like just being happy for him going back home because he's from there, and just he's going to do it.
Let's talk about X-Tech shoulder pads because Broderick's over here crushing me on this. For all of you, and we talk about helmets, we talk about shoes, we talk about different stuff. Shoulder pads is something I don't know that we've spent a lot of time talking about it, right?
See, but shoulder pads is probably the most important thing. Just being comfortable. And with Aztec shoulder pads, they're very light. Trying them and running with them, the pads didn't flap up or anything like that. And then they're light, like I said. So I was like, well, do they have stability? So I tried hitting them on the wall a couple of times, and then I even researched it and seen them hitting the foam pads in between with the helmet, their hands in between the helmet and all of that. And the XRD technology that they use is military grade foam. So it's crazy in itself just to see how light they are, but how durable they are at the same time. And then a lot of former players like Calvin Ridley and Landon Collins all wore them. So it's definitely going to be the pass that I wear going into the next level.
Next 90 days is going to be pretty busy for you, man. You said you're training IMG, you said?
Yes, sir.
So where's that?
That's in Sarasota, Florida.
Wow, we'll get some spring training
See
down
some Orioles
there.
games down there.
Yeah, we'll get some baseball. My mother-in-law lives down there, too, so stop by and say hello to her. She'll make you something nice. Josh Jacobs joining us here from Alabama on behalf of X-Tech and their shoulder pads and getting ready for all things Combine, Indianapolis, and the craziest 3 months of your life here. You thought it was crazy playing in Alabama. Where do you meet guys like me every day for the next 90 days?
Just experiencing this media stuff, I'm like, whoa, it's definitely different.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
You look good in purple, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Purple will go with your eyes. Yeah, sure, we'll take you
a lot
in.
of people think you're going to be the first running back taken, or certainly one of the first couple. And you look at your career at Alabama, you were never the primary guy, but averaging over 6 yards a carry, 5+ yards per carry.
Yeah.
I think that could be to your advantage. I mean, we always hear about the NFL running backs don't have these long careers anymore, but you had a big enough workload that you were a big part of what the Crimson Tide did, but you have fresh legs heading into the NFL.
Fresh, yeah, definitely.
Well, good luck to you, man. We'll see you in Indianapolis in a couple weeks, and in Tuscaloosa. Stay away from Dreamland over there and on the barbecue. All right, there. Alabama, for all the Crimson Tide fans I have. See, I don't discriminate against Alabama. Not just C.J. Mosley, even the guys that aren't Ravens. I'll put on. So give Saban our best. We're live on Radio Row, all brought to you by our friends at Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast, and the tasty coffee and the hot fried chicken, which is perfect for game day on Sunday. I'm Nestor. He's Luke. We're in Atlanta. We are WNST.net, AM 1570 at WNST Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking Baltimore sports.